Picture this, it's a Wednesday morning that's trying way too hard to pretend it's Monday. The sun is doing that half-hearted glow thing, like it's not sure if it should commit to shining or just call in sick. Somewhere in the leafy sprawl of Maplewood, Illinois, in a cul-de-sac so quiet you could hear your neighbor sneeze through the mailbox, lives a man named Charlie Henderson. And Charlie, he's about to learn that sometimes confidence doesn't come from a promotion, a pep talk, or a new gym membership. Sometimes, it starts with two socks that absolutely refuse to match. The air outside smelled like coffee and freshly opened Amazon boxes. Maplewood was the kind of suburb where everyone had the same kind of lawn, the same kind of car, and probably the same kind of secret existential dread. Charlie fit right in. He was 36, an account manager at a marketing firm, and the human embodiment of the word fine. Fine at his job, fine at making small talk, fine at pretending he was totally cool with being single, again, for the third Valentine's Day in a row. Inside his modest beige townhouse, Charlie stood in front of his dresser with the same confused expression he wore every morning, the look of a man trying to find purpose in cotton blends. His dresser drawer was a battlefield of socks, striped, polka-dotted, plain black, grey, and one that looked suspiciously like it had been chewed by an angry Roomba. He squinted. On the left, one bright yellow sock with blue lightning bolts. On the right, one navy sock with tiny tacos printed all over it. He groaned. "Oh, come on," he muttered. "Where are the matching ones?" His golden retriever, Cooper, thumped his tail from the bed, watching like a silent judge. Charlie sighed. "What do you think, Coop? Lightning bolt and Taco Tuesday? Or just give up and go barefoot?" Cooper sneezed, which, in dog language, probably meant, "Go for it, man. You can't get lower than this." The narrator would have told you that Charlie had never been a bold dresser. His wardrobe was 50 shades of beige, grey, and self-doubt. He was the kind of guy who ironed his t-shirts and thought khaki was a statement color. But today was different, because today, he was running late. And lateness, dear listeners, is the universe's way of forcing personality onto cautious people. Charlie grabbed the odd pair, yanked them on, shoved his feet into shoes, and ran out the door with his tie askew and his coffee mug sloshing like a stormy sea. Now, if you've never left your house wearing odd socks, let me tell you, it's not a crime, but it feels like one. Especially in America, where conformity is practically a team sport. Charlie Henderson was about to find out just how much power two mismatched pieces of fabric could have. At 8:42 a.m., he arrived at the office, a glass and concrete cube filled with people who smiled too wide and emailed too much. His coworker, Janine, spotted him instantly. "Morning, Charlie," she chirped. Then she pointed. "Cute socks." Charlie froze mid-step. "Wait, what?" Janine grinned. "Lightning bolts and tacos. I love it. Bold choice." He looked down, half expecting the floor to open up and swallow him. "Oh, thanks. Yeah, totally intentional." And just like that, something strange happened. People started noticing him, complimenting him, smiling at him. The guy who usually blended into the break room wallpaper suddenly had personality. Even the boss, nodded approvingly during the morning meeting. Confidence, my friends, is like a sneeze. It starts small, builds up quietly, and then bursts out whether you like it or not. Charlie felt something he hadn't in years, a tiny, ridiculous spark of self-assurance. By lunchtime, his mismatched socks had become office legend. Someone even snapped a photo for the company's Slack channel. Caption: Charlie's socks have entered their rebellion arc. He laughed it off, but deep down, something stirred. For the first time, he felt seen. Not because of an award or a presentation, but because of two dumb socks that didn't go together. When the day ended, Charlie walked out of the building lighter than he'd walked in. Maybe it was the fresh air. Maybe it was the absurdity. Or maybe, just maybe, it was the quiet realization that life didn't have to match to make sense. Morning in America, round 2. But this time, the sun seemed to be rooting for Charlie. The coffee tasted less bitter. Even Cooper seemed impressed. Our man had survived his first day of sock rebellion, and oh, he was just getting started. He stood in front of the mirror, brushing his teeth, staring at his reflection. "All right," he told himself through toothpaste foam. "Let's get weird." He pulled open the drawer again. Out came one sock with flamingos wearing sunglasses. Out came another with tiny donuts. He grinned. By 8:30, he strutted into the office with a gait that screamed, "I own my chaos." Coworkers clapped when he entered. Someone shouted, "What's today's combo, Charlie?" "Breakfast meets vacation," he said, showing off a flash of flamingo donut glory. The room erupted in laughter. Now, confidence isn't about pretending to be someone else. It's about finally letting yourself be the mess you already are, and realizing that's your superpower. Charlie wasn't trying to impress anyone anymore. He was just happy. And in a world where everyone's trying to look perfect, happy is revolutionary. Over the next week, the socks became a movement. People started wearing mismatched pairs in solidarity. Even Janine rocked one with avocados and one with stripes. The HR director wore polka dots with leopard print. The office looked like a Crayola factory on casual Friday. Charlie couldn't believe it. He'd started something without trying, a little wave of confidence stitched into cotton. But, of course, every good rebellion faces a test. Enter Mr. Lawrence, the regional director, 6'4", grey suit, soul of an expired parking meter. He was visiting for a quarterly review. The whole office buzzed with nervous energy. As soon as he walked in, the laughter died. People straightened ties and minimized Spotify tabs. Mr. Lawrence's eyes landed on Charlie. "Henderson," he said, "you're the one with the sock thing." Charlie froze. "Ah, yes, sir. That would be me." Mr. Lawrence's gaze dropped to the floor. The flamingo and donut duo stared back at him. For a tense, cinematic moment, time stopped. Then, the unthinkable happened. The corner of Mr. Lawrence's mouth twitched. Then it curved. Then he laughed. "You know," he said, chuckling, "I had a pair like that once. My wife called them my midlife crisis socks." Good to see someone else embracing the madness. The entire office exhaled. Someone actually clapped. Janine mouthed, "You're a legend." And there it was, folks, the truth hidden in plain sight. Confidence isn't loud. It's not about speeches or suits or hashtags. It's about showing up exactly as you are, even if that means your feet look like they're attending two different parties. That afternoon, Charlie led a client pitch meeting. He wasn't nervous. He cracked jokes. He spoke with ease. He gestured passionately, enough that his socks peeked out more than once. Instead of cringing, he leaned into it. The client loved it. The pitch landed. The deal closed. When the meeting ended, Janine high-fived him. "You crushed it," she said. "It's the socks. They've got magic." Charlie smiled. "Nah, it's just me finally wearing them." That evening, back home, he kicked off his shoes and flopped onto the couch. Cooper jumped up beside him, tail wagging. Charlie scratched behind the dog's ears. "You know what, buddy," he said. "Maybe life's too short for matching anything." Cooper barked, a solid endorsement. Charlie opened his laptop and started typing an email, a short note to his team. Subject, Odd Sock Friday. Body, let's make it official. Confidence is our dress code. Matching optional. He hit send, smiling. Here's the thing about confidence, it's contagious. You wear it once, and suddenly everyone wants to try it on. And sometimes, the smallest acts of rebellion, a mismatched pair of socks, a weird laugh, a little imperfection, are the most powerful because they whisper, "Hey, it's okay to be you." In the weeks that followed, Odd Sock Friday became tradition. People competed for the wildest combos, flamingos versus bananas, pizza versus planets, tie-dye versus tartan. Clients noticed. The office mood lifted. Productivity even went up, though HR couldn't figure out why. Charlie didn't care about the stats. He cared about the feeling, that light, fearless buzz of finally not blending in. He even started playing guitar again on weekends, badly but joyfully. And maybe that's the real point. It's not about what you wear, it's about how you wear it. Because, dear listeners, confidence isn't a cologne or a paycheck or a perfect Instagram feed. It's that quiet grin when you walk out your front door knowing your socks don't match and not giving a single damn, because happiness never asked for permission to clash a little. That night, as he tossed his odd socks into the laundry basket, he smiled. For the first time in years, life didn't feel beige. It felt loud, colorful, and unapologetically mismatched. So if you ever find yourself worrying about fitting in, take it from Charlie Henderson, the man who turned a laundry accident into a revolution. Confidence isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, stripes and tacos and all, and saying, "This is me. And I'm enough."
Like and subscribe if you want to be happy and motivate.